Good morning, everyone. This is Jeffy Kennedy. Also writing is Jennifer K. Lambert, author of epic fantasy romance. I'm here with my first cup of coffee. Very good. Today is, say it with me, people, it is Friday. Woohoo! June 5th. And I am back home. Not that you all would have noticed this, but I was gone all week on retreat and it was lovely. It was yeah, just utterly delightful. I got some things done that I needed to get done that I wanted to work on, and I helped people with some other things with their stuff, and it was relaxing. It was just a very good, low key thing. So now I am tanned, rested, and ready. My joke that nobody gets, nobody else remembers this comic. Um, but yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about things and getting ready to kick into writing again next week. Writing Never the Roses 3, and it's a funny thing because um, like having been on hiatus the last couple weeks and working on other things, it's been slow in like my inbox. I don't know if it's the time of year or whatever, but it's like, oh well, not that many people are around. And now, like in the last couple of days, things have started happening, and I've started getting just like, oh, by the way, here are the deadlines for this, for the special edition of Among the Thorns, which I believe has not been officially announced, but I need to do some bonus content for that and a letter and that kind of thing. So I got deadlines for that. And then out of the blue, it feels like out of the blue, this gal contacted me about being in an anthology. And I looked, and we had last communicated about it in November 2024. So coming up on 2 years. So I was like, oh, yeah, I totally forgot about that, saying I would be provisionally interested. They just got the funding for it. So I'm running that through Agent Sarah. More to come on that. It would be fun to do. Yeah, so it's interesting when the universe does that, right? Like here I am. Uh, it wasn't that I told people to leave me alone, but somehow the universe did, and now we're ramping up. It's like, okay, we're done leaving Jeffy alone. So yeah, here I am. Uh, Feeling pretty good about getting things going again. I got a lot of gardening done last weekend. I'm whittling down my to-do list. I only have a couple. I'm trying to decide if it count. How does it count? Is 3 or 4 major tasks still to do on the to-do list? But I've gotten other things off that I needed to get off, and that was great. So yeah, it's going to be a busy weekend. If you are in Albuquerque area, or if you want to be, tomorrow I will be attending the RomCon street festival thing, market thing, at Books on the Bosque in Albuquerque. Did I mention Albuquerque? And the delightful Vela Ross will also be joining me. So I paused for a second to make a note of something I needed to ask someone about. And now I've forgotten where I was. Was I talking about RomCom in Albuquerque? Vela and I will be on a panel together, and there will be all kinds of fun things. It sounds like booths and vendors, and we'll be signing books. And Ursula Vernon / T. Kingfisher will be there also. A bunch of other great people. So if you're in the neighborhood or want to be, come on down. Vela is coming in today. Today is actually her birthday. Happy birthday, Bella! Woo! And she and I are going to go out for a nice dinner, and then we'll do rom-com tomorrow. And on Sunday, we're going to go to the spa. You have to say it like that. And I'm going to get buffed, my skin get rid of lizard skin and regain princess skin. So, yeah, it'll be should be a fun weekend, and she's going to be here through Monday. So we'll see if maybe she wants to be on the podcast. We'll ask her. She has to drive back to El Paso on Monday, so we'll see if she has time. Let's see. So, other things going on. Oh, I started listening to the audiobook of Among the Thorns. It's three three different narrators for the three POVs, and it is fantabulous, people. It's really good. I love that I got to choose the narrators, and we chose them for very specific reasons to help reinforce certain aspects of the story, and I think it's working great. I'm super excited about it. So, listen to that as I drove down and drove back um, from retreat. Um, Another thought on retreats. I was thinking about uh, yoga writing, or not yoga writing, just yoga retreats, Jeffy. Um, has anyone ever gone on a yoga retreat? So I love my yoga class. I love my yoga teacher. I have started practicing yoga every morning, most every morning, and I think it's really good for me. There are a lot of things I love about it. Um, I have no interest in building my life around yoga. And sometimes I wonder, I don't know, it just seems like some people do, right? I know a lot of people who get really into yoga and then they do like the yoga teacher training, and nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this. I'm saying I don't get it, because my yoga teacher also does these retreats, and they look enticing on the surface, right? I get these emails about it with the beautiful pictures, and it's like, a seaside resort in Mexico or an island in Greece, and you go and um, you're gone for a couple of weeks, and it looks enticing, it looks relaxing, except that I don't want to have to go and do yoga. And I realize that this is the point. But when they say things like, we spend the morning doing yoga of various kinds, and then the afternoon is yours to relax or do things, and then we gather again in the evening for more yoga, and it's like that's a lot of yoga. And I don't understand wanting to do it that much. But this is apparently why I'm a writer and not a yoga teacher. But I also don't like the idea of some kinds of spa resorts, I guess, where you go and you eat only certain kinds of food, and I don't know. I don't even know why I'm telling all of you this. Just yeah. If I go on vacation, I want to have, this is okay, this is what my thing is. If I go on vacation, I want to be able to do exactly what I want to do. I don't want to be in a yoga class all morning long. I don't want to have to reconvene in the evening and chant. I don't want to have to do anything except for exactly what I feel like doing at any given moment. That's my ideal vacation. So this is probably why you will never also find me on like one of those things where they tour you around, and send you, put you on the bus and you go see this thing on this day and all that sort of thing. I don't like being trapped into doing stuff. And so um, this could be very much a me thing, because I know a lot of people out there prefer to have structure. Maybe that's a difference, the personality difference, whether you like externally imposed structure or internally. So yeah, I'm just probably never going to go on a yoga retreat. And I guess I feel like on some level that this is a personal failing. Like if I were a better human being, I would want to go on yoga retreats, but I actually don't. I think some of it is because I think because I'm fortunate to have a life that is generally quite peaceful and has space for me to be able to do things. And so I don't necessarily need to go somewhere else to have, I don't know, mental space. Uh, yeah, yeah. Excuse me there. Um, my nose was itching. So let's see, what was else? I don't have that much to say, do I? I think because I've just been kind of spacing out the last few days, refilling the well. Uh, yeah, I think I'm ready to write this book, and I'm excited because I have a lot of time to write it. And I was realizing on Monday I'm going to start, and I don't really know where I'm going to start exactly. And it doesn't matter. I get to start wherever, and I can always change it. And that's going to be excellent. Um, let's see what else. I guess I just don't have that much to say. All right, rather than sit here and talk about how I don't have much to say and my brain is empty, I am going to go ahead and get some things done, and I will talk to you all next week, maybe with or without Vela. Uh, you all take care. Bye bye.